Introduction. Welcome class. Today we are going to be talking about how to describe the company's products or services, management team, and ownership structure in a business plan. In this lesson, we will discuss the key elements that should be included in these sections and provide tips on how to write them effectively. Body. When describing the company's products or services, it is important to include the following key elements. A brief description of what the business does. This should provide a clear and concise overview of the products or services offered by the company. Information on how the products or services are unique and valuable. This should highlight what sets the business apart from its competitors and what makes its products or services a valuable investment opportunity. Information on how the products or services will be marketed and sold. This should provide an overview of the marketing and sales strategy for the products or services. When describing the management team, it is important to include the following key elements. A brief overview of the experience and qualifications of the management team. This should highlight the key members of the management team and their roles within the company. Information on how the management team's experience and qualifications align with the goals and objectives of the business. This should demonstrate how the management team is well suited to lead the business to success. Information on any relevant industry experience or past successes of the management team. This can provide credibility and show that the management team has the necessary experience and track record to lead the company. When describing the ownership structure, it is important to include the following key elements. Information on the legal structure of the business. This should include information on whether the business is a sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, or another type of entity. Information on the ownership structure of the business. This should include information on who owns the business and what percentage of ownership each person or entity holds. Information on any relevant regulatory requirements or compliance issues. This should include any relevant information on compliance with laws and regulations that apply to the business. When writing these sections, it is important to use clear and concise language, and to present the information in a way that is easy for the reader to understand. It is also important to emphasize the unique aspects of the company and its products or services, as well as the qualifications and experience of the management team. Conclusion. In conclusion, describing the company's products or services, management team, and ownership structure in a business plan is an important step that allows to provide a clear understanding of the business and its operations. It includes information on the products or services offered, the management team, and the ownership structure of the business. When writing these sections, it is important to use clear and concise language, emphasize the unique aspects of the company, and present the information in a way that is easy for the reader to understand. With this lesson, you will be able to write effective descriptions of the company's